Well, first of all, everyone who contacts Moss and Colella with any type of a case is looked at with a clean slate and with fresh eyes, regardless of what a police report says, regardless of what a press clipping might be, and regardless of what some alleged eyewitness may have said. Police officers often will investigate an accident, and in a motorcycle situation, the operator or the passenger may be unconscious and never be able to give their account of what occurred. But a report is created, a press clipping comes out, and lo and behold, the motorcyclist is blamed for an accident which he had nothing really to do with. So having fresh eyes, giving people the benefit of the doubt, and having an investigative team willing to dig in and figure out what happened, that's what we do here at Moss and Colella. In Michigan, the motor vehicle no-fault law applies to all motor vehicles. Ironically, motorcycles are not considered motor vehicles under the statute. And so they're treated differently, and there are special rules that apply to motorcyclists and passengers of motorcycles who are involved in collisions with motor vehicles. Individuals, for instance, in a car accident must prove that they've suffered a serious injury in order for them to be entitled to compensation. However, in a motorcycle accident, all you have to establish is that the other driver was negligent and they're entitled to compensation regardless of the level or the seriousness of the injury. Unfortunately, in most motorcycle situations, people are seriously injured. The other big difference between the applicability of the no-fault law to vehicles as opposed to motorcycles, you typically, as a driver involved in a car accident, have to look to your own insurance company to pay your no-fault benefits, your wage loss, your medical expenses, and any other benefits you're entitled to. If you're a motorcycle operator or a passenger involved in a car accident on your bike, you have to look to the motor vehicle for their insurance to pay those benefits. That's unique to motorcycle cases. There are other particular nuances that make motorcycle accidents different, and you really have to be knowledgeable of the law because they're treated much differently than car accidents. In that situation, I would tell that person, you need to hire an experienced motorcycle attorney, someone who knows the law and someone who knows a lot about bikes. I rode motorcycles for years, and I've handled hundreds of motorcycle accidents in my 39 years as an attorney. There isn't any situation that I haven't seen because I've represented operators, I've represented club members, I've represented professionals. But regardless of who the individual is, it's important to understand how the accident happened, how the specialties of Michigan law apply to motorcycles, and to be able to maximize the recovery that you're entitled to. Well, hiring an attorney is a good start towards getting your medical bills paid. Not every situation can you expect to have your medical bills paid. However, in motorcycle cases, as I've explained, they're treated differently. If you're able to establish that a car was in any way involved, whether it struck you or it caused you to lose control, there's a very strong likelihood that you're going to be able to recover medical benefits under the Michigan law. Having an experienced lawyer to help you will go a long way to being successful in that regard. There are a number of cases that set us apart, but cases that are most hotly contested about whether a vehicle was involved or not are the ones that are really truly the success stories, because those are cases where the police reports say that there was no car involved. Those are the cases that say that the motorcycle operator was at fault, and we've been able to turn those cases and be able to obtain very substantial recoveries, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in a couple instances over $1 million for the injured motorcyclist and their passenger.